Greetings, fellow productivity seekers. I'm Garland Coulson, Captain Time, and today I want to talk about the Pomodoro Technique for teams. So when you're interrupted, you might think it only takes you a second to answer, but science has proven that this break in your deep focus can require up to 20 minutes of recovery time to fully recover that deep level of focus you were working at when you were interrupted. So what this means is 5 questions a day can steal up to 2 hours of work. And it also means that the goal is to protect your focus without stopping collaboration, and you're not doing that when you let people continually interrupt you. Now, there is a fix for this. The fix for this is called the Pomodoro Technique, and it's a great solo hack. You work for 25 uninterrupted minutes and take a 5-hour break by setting a timer. You can simply use your phone apps or something like that to do this. Then after your 5-minute break, you go ahead and work for another 25-minute deep focus sprint. After 3 or 4 of these deep focus sprints, you can take a longer rest in that case. And this works for an individual. Your entire team could be doing this individually. The problem is if everybody's running their own personal timer, they're not in sync. So how do we turn this solo hack where everybody's doing different things at different times into a team superpower? So the idea here is that you set a certain time of the day, perhaps mornings, when everybody's going to work in these focused sprints and save your meetings and other things for the afternoon. So everybody is starting, focusing, and resting at the exact same time. And this creates a shared rhythm of deep work, no interruptions, and real rest. So the solo rhythm here protects one person, when you're doing this, but interruptions, if you're in an office environment, are random and unpredictable because other people don't know you're focusing. They don't know they're not supposed to interrupt. Your breaks are all alone. You're solitary and quiet, not talking to others. And your deep focus is kind of hidden from others. But if you do this as a team, it protects the whole group, not just one person's focus. And there's no interruptions because everybody knows that this is the deep focus time. These are the deep focus sprints. And your breaks come at the same time. So they're natural connection points for teams to talk to each other, share ideas, ask questions. And there's a built-in shared status so people know not to interrupt. And this creates, do not disturb zones, a shared time because it's a sprint window and nobody's being disturbed. So when the 25-minute team sprint begins, all your notifications go off, everybody's heads down, focused, and you're creating a protective bubble around your team's most valuable time. And it guarantees that quiet time, that deep focus time, that moving forward of your major projects every single day. And save questions for the break. Like you have all your focus on there. Instead, just move all those questions to that 15 to 20-minute break window. So quick questions don't disappear. They're just delayed. They're just batched more efficiently together. In some cases, the person might think of, oh, I don't need to ask that question anymore because I came up with the idea myself. So in many cases, they don't even have to ask the question. So batching those messages is more efficient, shrinks the number of ad hoc, unplanned meetings where people are getting together, and communication becomes intentional. It's during those break windows instead of just, oh, I need to ask this question. So you walk into your boss's office, 6 times an hour and interrupt their focus. This really helps with team cohesion because there's, a focus period, then a break period. And otherwise, in a normal office, breaks are kind of random all over the map and people aren't breaking together. Teams can stretch, chat, or clear quick time blocks, quick questions together. And it gives you those low pressure moments to sync up. And it's a powerful psychological feeling that we're in this together. We're protecting each other's focus to get more done. Also helps you beat the afternoon slump, that afternoon crash that happens. So usually you start off the day bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, able to work, but by late in the day, 4 or 5 o'clock, you just got nothing left. With a Pomodoro, because you're doing 25-minute sprint, then you take a break that refreshes you, brings you back up, 25-minute sprint, 5-minute break, etc., and then the longer breaks. helping you get your energy back, and you're less likely to do that deep crash in the afternoon of your energy levels. Helps stop screen fatigue because people get up, move away from their computers when they're stretching and talking. Just gives a healthier pacing for your teams. So how do you roll this out without overwhelming everybody right in the beginning? So how you do this is pick a signal. Use a recurring calendar block or a synced app that's announcing the sprint. Okay, set the boundary. Only true absolute emergencies break the sprint. The building's on fire. Largest client's going to walk. Something like that. Not, just, oh, I need to know this. So I'll just ask, I'll just be a minute and take actual breaks. So don't just switch tabs and, okay, I'll answer a few emails during my 5-minute break or my 15-minute break. No, get up away from the computer, move around, stretch. And the stretching is important. It really does help so that at the end of the day, you're not hurt and crippled from sitting at a computer all day. And there's a couple of variations on this. So the standard sprints that we've talked about are, of course, the 25-minute and 5-minute break. That's kind of standard. Most teams can complete 6 to 10 of those in a day. If you need deeper sprints, maybe deep programming, you just feel you can't break away from this deep work after 25 minutes, do 50-10. So 50 minutes and then a 10-minute rest in that case. You can test both and see which one works best for your team. So. And supercharge your sprints with AI. So use the prep time here. Nobody wants to waste a focus sprint. Oh, okay, I got 25 minutes of deep focus. What do I work on? Instead, you should have already planned your day ahead using AI, using tools like Claude or Gemini to draft your sprint goals and organize your prep tasks. And that way you enter minute 1 of your Pomodoro completely ready to execute. So your next step, book a free discovery call with me and we'll chat about how to get your team on board with Pomodoro. We'll do some training, do some discussions with them about what kind of training might be best, what kind of Pomodoro, whether they want the deeper sprints or the shorter ones. And so reach out and I'll put the link in the comments below. Thanks so much for listening, and please do add a comment below if you use the Pomodoro technique, if you find it useful, if you're struggling with it. I'd love to hear from you, and hit the like and subscribe button to help others find this content. Thanks so much for listening.